Oh, I didn't notice that there were some comments there. I'm glad you got something out of it, Jamal. I'm not sure if you guys are still there or not, because I was responding, but I'm not sure. Like once I stop the stream, I'm not sure if my comments there are going to show. But yeah, it looks like you guys already left once the stream ended. But just for the record, if you guys happen to see it, so. London system. Yeah, glad we got to cover the London system a little bit. I'll try and, I don't want to focus too much on the openings, but at least just to, if I can provide something a little bit more about openings, you learn something along the way, why not? And the upper end of the legion, yeah, I think I moved it down. I was like looking on his Twitter page or something. I think I'll make sure that, yeah, make sure you got the whole thing. Hopefully you still got the, hopefully it still showed the pieces. I mean, at least half of them. Hope so. And is there an engine that breaks down and shows its evaluation? Now that's interesting. Because so I became an affiliate with this site or this application that's Decode Chess. You might have heard of it. DECODE Chess. So Decode Chess, basically, it's explainable AI. It explains. Essentially, it's supposed to explain the ideas behind the computer's moves. So when you get down to, does it show its evaluation to its components, So basically you're saying, okay, show me the hood, right? Lift the hood up and show me how the computer is thinking. I don't think there's anything that really fully does that. I'm wondering, okay, how exactly does that work with Decode Chess? I'd have to ask the programmers about that. But my guess is that what they're doing is it's a human programmer after the fact trying to explain how the computer does what it does, right? I'm not sure yet if there's a way that you can say, here, let me just take all of this mess of algorithms, or especially if you get into like machine learning, like AlphaZero, where it creates its, I think they just said, here's how you play the game, now figure the rest out on your own, and it created its own algorithms and getting increasingly complex through all these, I forget what they call them, these this crazy system of processors through Google's DeepMind project had access to so many processors. So no one else is able to do that at this point with that much computing power that I know of. But then to explain that is another thing, right? Because then that's where the divide, it still is, between humans and computers. It's like, okay, well, are you going to take my job or not, right? Well, if you're not going to take my job, at least maybe you can explain something, or even if you are going to take my job, at least you can explain something along the way, right? So I'm not sure whether they really do that, but Decode Chess is supposed to at least explain some of the ideas behind what the computer does. Let me know if anyone has found anything better than that in terms of breaking down the evaluation. But the point about Decode Chess is it says it's rich, intuitive language. So it's about the language that they're using to explain it, to explain the so-called computer ideas. But again, I think it's human programmer attempting to decode, or in other words, in our language, in human language, what the computer has already done. So, for example, it's pulling in Stockfish. You don't even have so you would have to have the creators of Stockfish do that, because I don't think they're connected to Stockfish other than that they're using that open source software. They're pulling in the software from Stockfish download it on their site, and then they're able to use what they've come up with in order to explain what it's done. So yeah, it's a really interesting field though, that connection, that interface between humans and computers when it comes to language. But yeah, hopefully not to the extent that the computers all take our jobs. We have to outsmart them or find ways where we can still be useful rather than just the computers. So anyway, hopefully you guys found that useful, and want to make sure that I addressed some of you guys got some good questions and points there. I wanted to address that. All right, have a good weekend.